what do? We cannot do anything except the Creator have ordained it. And that is why those who are working hard to stop Biafra restoration, directly or indirectly, by omission or commission, please work very hard. Work very hard. We love it. You are doing good. You are not doing bad at all. A matter that has been ordained in heaven. There is nothing anybody can do about it. And that is why we see certain issues. We keep going. We know the stage where we are, spiritually and physically, like the descendant of Issachar. We can reach the time. Will you be there? Are you ready for that moment? But I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Creator. He is our guide in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He is our guide in matter both great and small. He is our guide in issue that is above us. He is our guide when we make mistake or when we do the right thing. He is our guide. In a simple term, Chukwu Kikabiama remain the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do here. You must judge us by what we represent. You must judge us for what we have come here to do. I don't want to conquer Yoruba. I don't want to conquer Hausa Fulani. I don't want to conquer British government. I don't want to conquer anybody. I just want to be the author of my life. Can't people get the fact why we are here? I will acknowledge him before we proceed. And then our people will understand that he is the one we rely on in every way. He is. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya ị na-agị obiọma gị. O juru anya dajio, inwe gị mgbanwe, ọ dị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o, ụwa nọ n'ime ya o, aga m arapụ gị, agaghị m arapụ Chineke o, n'ihi na onye nwe anyị ihe sụwa ya mee. Chineke bụ onye nwe anyị, ozitewo ndị mmozi ya o, ka ọ gbapụta anyị, ịmakwa n'ọnọdụ anyị, na-emetụ ya n'obi. Ọ na-emetụ ya obi mgbe niile. Eze anyị ga-adị ndụ. And of course, we must continue this evening. Sincere apology, we will not be able to go to the first segment. Our time hasn't been so spent. It was as a result of one challenge or the other. But as always, we will prevail in the end. We can only be better in any situation or circumstance. There is nothing anybody can do about it. This evening on this segment, our topic tonight is conspiracy of the media in the fight to emasculate the Biafran people. The conspiracy of the media in a fight that we are fighting, this type of fight, to ensure that we as a people are not emasculated. There are conspiracy. People are conspiring. Organizations are conspiring. Nations are conspiring. They go behind closed doors, they analyze us. They reprogram us, they plan us in different levels, dimensions, just to keep us where they want us to be. You can't see them except you are spiritually guided. When we talk about the spiritual involvement of what we do here, do not misunderstand it. First of all, tonight I will have to remind you, you don't need to be spiritual. That is a theological deception. Nothing like spiritual. You're going to be in the spirit. You are not going to be in any spirit, Because you are a spirit already. If the major component that makes up a man is the body, spirit, and soul, and then you begin to see that only the body is the physical, your soul and your spirit are spiritual. In other words, as a man, you are more of a spiritual being than a physical being, just limited in a four-dimensional world. There is more you can do than you can imagine, just that you have not thought about it. When we say here is where we worship, when we say what we are doing is spiritual, you will not understand because you have not seen it that way. Our people must understand our battle is not like others. The war we fight as Biafran is not like others. We didn't choose it. They brought it upon us. They said to us that we will forge our freedom in the fullness of persecution and oppression. And we say to them, till there is one man standing, we will do this thing again. And in 100 lifetime, we will fight over and over again. It doesn't matter who is with us. One thing matter here, Biafra. When we talk about our issue, people don't want to talk about what is going on. What they want you to know is they don't respect us, they don't lobby. Are you an idiot for us to lobby you? And this time will come. Some people want to tell us, okay, speak like a gentleman, okay, behave small. Our Fulani herdsmen checking gentleman conduct to rape our mothers and our father. And you see, like Ojukwu said, when it comes to the Biafran phenomenal issue, we will not apologize to any of you. You can have that at the back of your mind. We will struggle, yes, we know. We will have to fight, this we know. We will have to die, we are willing. They will conspire against us, we know. They will blackmail us, we know. Anything you want to do, we know. Can't people understand what is going on? And that's why I see some people, they are just doing piam. You are doing piam. We know, do the piam. Let it take us to another level. But until you understand that the issue on ground cannot be compromised, no negotiating ground, the better for all of us. Nigeria is going to show you the giant of Africa. They will kill us, they will shoot us, they will do this, they will do that. But all of them are falling down already. We have not shot one bullet yet. But they wounded us greatly. The remaining weapon is what is being dismantled. And it looks very complicated at this moment. Only the truth will save us. You cannot tell me what you don't know. Neither can I tell you what you don't know. You can't tell me who my father is. You can't tell me who my mother is. But they took advantage of our simplicity. And look at where we are today. The very people you are working very hard to save don't even see it. But do we blame anybody? No. And I believe it is setting the record straight. First of all, that you are a Biafran. Nobody is forcing you to be a Biafran. But you are. The choice is yours. Second of all, to make you understand, no matter how much you struggle, Nigeria will know no peace until they let Biafra go. The generation of 1967 and 1970, most of them are dead, but you will understand we are their reincarnated spirits. You never killed them. They truly don't die. Obasanjo is still alive. Babangida is still alive. T.Y. Danjuma, they are all alive. Gowon is alive. In your heart of heart, you will die with regret, because I know you are not too proud of your action, and you can never be. When we cross from this very earth, we will meet at the other side. We will do the same thing to you. Heaven and earth will hear from our mouth what you have done. You people's evil cannot be covered, because you are not willing to repent. And shame on you and woe betide you if you are fighting to save one Nigeria. You are the evil. It doesn't matter who you are. And then when we do what we do, don't blame us, because we have not started. There were a time nobody was saying anything. And then people will say, we are not saying anything. We are not saying anything. Of course. And today we are saying. Everybody is saying now. And believe me, this is the greatest breakthrough, because it's media. And that is why when we come and we try to organize our people, let's form a formation. A lot of people misunderstand it. You gotta do what you gotta do. I am George. You can't be me. If you like, go to heaven and come back. You cannot be George Onyeibe. And of course, you are somebody. Ibo Mado. You are a human being. If I like, I can't be you. But like our leaders say, coming together to form one impenetrable unit. The gospel of Jesus Christ does not come in one formation or dimension. Because everybody don't respond to stimuli in the same manner. You gotta do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, whatever we are doing must be targeted at ensuring that it's going to hit one target, Biafra, which is our target and our goal. If you like, you understand. If you don't like, don't understand. Of course, we understand the interest behind it. But let the Creator be our judge in the end. That everybody will understand that everything most of us has done with pure heart, sincerity, we have come out here. And He will lead us soon, believe me. We're talking about media, conspiracy of the media. People will not understand. Those of you on Facebook, that is just a small camera carrying almost 30 people. If you can't see it, you won't believe it. Almost 30 people in a small Toyota Camry. These are black Nigerians, I must tell you. They want to follow Libya through the desert. They enter the Mediterranean Sea. Where do they want to go to? Italy, Spain, looking for greener pasture. Where they are going to look for greener pasture are the people robbing us. But could they see it? When BBC and CNN and Voice of America want to project you as an Africa, they go and show them inside canal, inside swamp. Stinking, dirty communities. Show you dustbin. And this is Africa. The World Organization is coming together. Let's help Africa. They are very poor. But they are the one robbing you. Can you tell me one country in the world that can survive without stealing from Africa? You will never hear this on the media. This is conspiracy. And if those people who jam-pack themselves like sardines inside that car were to be arranged before a jury, they will say that you are illegally crossing border, that you are illegally. Did any Oyibo man come to Africa with passport? It's not illegal. No be na be my problem. Oyibo this night no be na be my problem. Just trying to create a scenario. Where na be problem we go tell ona ndiara. But how can a black man understand? Do you know some people will pay money to there's some black will rather choose to die in Libya than to remain in Nigeria, and you just will come and say, let's engage them. Well, when are you engaging them? Because your parents steal money and you live somewhere in Europe very comfortably, you can't reason any longer, you fail to listen to our pain, we will upset the balance, meaning it and then we come out, we start shouting. Believe me, it's working. It's working. If you are very close to your neighbor, tap your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's working. Just tap your neighbor, tell your neighbor, neighbor, it is working. And you can join no domain will remove them. Look at them. They thought we were in a hurry. We are not. We are not. You can envy, you can jealous, but what is at stake is at stake. These are youths. They say the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. This is a lie. Police are your friend. They lie to you. The government is working hard to give you good health facility. They want to kill you. Go and ask Bill Gates. I swear to God, bring that your Ebola or coronavirus or COVID-19. Bring it to my body. It no get sense. You know, no say sickness no get sense. When don't tell, they say don't dispute it, don't dispute it. The sickness is there. Well, let it become for those people who know it's there. COVID-19 no get sense. Don't you see Nigeria? They will quarantine 20, they will discharge 70. But let's leave there. Conspiracy of the media in a fight targeted to emasculate a people, finish us. And so in 1967 to 1970, our people were murdered, over 10 million. Some countries believe that 1 million died. Some believe that 3.5 million women and children died. Others say they are 4 million. Nigerians acknowledge that they are 2 million. But there is never a case trying to look into that matter, because they believe that whatever we have gotten from the Nigerian factor, the Nigerian state, is actually what we deserve. We shall see how it ends. And so after 1970, we didn't hear anything again. They died the story. Most of our parents cannot talk about Biafra. But tonight, let me remind you, heroes and heroines of Biafra. All of you are not dead. You are hearing us. Your sacrifice is not in vain. It is your action which you demonstrated on that very day is the reason we are very proud of ourselves. Every veteran still alive today anywhere in the world, we are grateful to all of you. We are grateful to all of you. Whatever you have done, we are grateful. And we can assure you, before our time is up, people will know we are your children. And we can only pray that our brothers will understand what is happening, because you people don't know. Do not upset the balance yourself, because you will see what we are telling you that you have not seen today. You will. I can assure you that. Destroyed us completely with the media. And we cannot see that if we follow their path, we will remain where they want us to be. You don't tell the story of our people to suit your intellectual capability. You tell the story that everybody may know who is right and who is wrong. Don't you people understand it? Must all of us sleep under the bridge before you know the truth? And then some people are going to position yourself, say, you love me. What do I do with your love? Let us open our eyes. There is more beneath that the eyes can see. We are still here. Obasanjo is listening. We are still here. Gawan is listening. We are still here. The children of those you murdered, just that our blood was not polluted. Now you understand. 30th of May. They are going to beg you, please sit at home. Let's remember them. If these people unleash hell on us when we are not ready, I hope the next generation will remember you. We think what we are doing is for us. Don't worry. We are going home. And so they shut them down. If you stop Biafra, you will be charged for treason. Treason felony. This is Yoruba, Hausa and Fulani handwork. With the media, they shut us down for a decade. Nobody could say this. Biafra become a story that become a legend that become a history that vanished into the thin air, and it is no more. When you talk about Biafra, it could only end up as a whisper, and it is gone. And today, he came and said Biafra, and they said treason. He said Biafra. They said you will die. He said Biafra. He said collect all you well. He said Biafra. They said we will murder you. He said Biafra. He left his father's house, and he's still saying the same thing today. This is all we want. And then they decided to divide us. They lied to us. We must correct that lie. You will not remove lie by lying. Let me digress a little bit before I hit the point. When we are fighting together as a people who have been terribly injured, please do not project only your own affliction. Let us identify with each other's problem, each other's challenge. You will see, we will heal faster than you can imagine. What am I trying to say? Somebody is from Ikwere, for instance, and like one of the things that people are saying around me today about Ikwere will say they are Rumu Igbo, Rumu Okoro, and then another person will say they want to deny their Igbo identity. That is why they change Okoro to Rumu Okoro. My brother, you lie. That is not the truth. The person who knows the truth will be looking at you. He will never believe anything you say. They will think you are lying. Yes, it was Okoro far back as we can remember, until recently the Ikwere man stood up and said, no, in my dialect it is not Okoro. Yes, I'm Igbo man, but my dialect we don't call Omo. What we call Omo is Rumo. And said somebody must have tampered with this. Let's rewrite it. So Ikwere man begin to remove Omo and then put Rumo. Some of us say he's denying his Igbo identity. He's doing this instead of Omo. He's removing Omo. Whether it is a Rumo, whether it is Omo, all of them mean Pekin. Nwa. We call it Omo. In my Abo dialect, we call it Omo, not Rumu. This is my dialect. If we don't call it Omo, we call it Nwa. And so when Ikwere man went to school, Ikwere man discovered that let it be written in my dialect so that they know that it's Igbo Ikwere, and we can know that it's Nza Ikwere, we can know that it's Anambra Igbo. Everybody have their dialect. If we don't tell ourselves the truth and respect ourselves on that level, we can never trust ourselves. I was part of the people who believed that they were denying their identity. That is why they changed Okoro to Okoro. That is not the truth. I want you to see the conspiracy of the media. If you don't tell the people this truth, Yoruba will tell them, who is the first graduate of Ikwere land? Have you find out the first man to graduate as Ikwere indigene? He is Obiwale. How old is Obiwale? He should be the same age mate with Edwin Clark, Ken Saro-Wiwa, Olusegun Obasanjo, and the likes of other idiots like Gowon. Just yesterday, Ikwere man have the first graduate just yesterday. Let us digress a little bit. Their name is Ikwere. Many Ikwere don't know today. When you tell them what is the meaning of Ikwere, they will say, oh, we descended from Ikwere. It's a lie. Because they didn't have graduates. They didn't go to school. Do you know that when Port Harcourt was named Port Harcourt, that there is no Ikwere graduate? They don't even know what they did to them. But let me tell you, as Igbo man, before terrorist Lugard puts his foot on Africa, we have had Igbo graduates across the globe. From Portuguese to USA to American to Saudi Arabia, they were likes of people like Ikuano. As far as the first graduate could be spotted anywhere in the world, there was an Igbo graduate. There was an Igbo interpreter to Portuguese. There was Igbo man interpreting for the France. There was Igbo man interpreting for the Americans. They were Igbo man with the knowledge already to interpret for heaven and for hell. And so when the Chinese man want to buy land, an Igbo man could speak Chinese already. And they will look at him and say, Chon chan chon chan. Igbo man will tell Ikwere man, Chon chan chon chon. Ikwere man say, Ekwere. America will come, I want to buy this land 50 naira. Igbo man will tell Ikwere man, Osino Gazuya 50 naira. Ikwere man will say Ekwere. And then when we see it and make mockery, the Igbo man will tell the Ikwere man, Onyi Kwere Kwere. Ndi Nkwere Kwere. Ndi Ikwere Kwere. Today, many Ikwere children don't know this truth, but they will know the truth. Because when you say Ikwere, Ikwere is not one tribe. You have three major Igbo Ikwere in River State. One come from Abia State, the other come from Imo. You go to the Ishobo Oasis, these are Imo Ikwere. You go to Obibo Oasis, Eche Oasis, these are Abias Ikwere. You go to Rumomoy, Rumugbo, these are the Iheroha Evo Kingdom, Apara descendant. They came from Bende State, of course not Benin. When you say Benin, we own the heart of Benin City. You look at the local government, Obiakpo. It's not Obiakpo, it is Obio and Akpo, two sons of one man. Ikwere don't even answer that name again. But if you live on a Chahed Bridge, 3 communities away from Asaba, we have rice farmer there. The community is called Obio. Ikwere man don't know. When you enter Orogodo, there is a Catholic church there. That Catholic church, the family that owns those land, they are called Akpo family. Do you know the school, primary school I went to is known as Odili Primary School? Do you know Ikwere man answer Odili today again? Mistaken identity crisis. And so when the first Ikwere man like Obiwali came out, they decide to begin to change it to suit their dialect, not to deny their identity. And now you know the truth. They didn't do it to deny themselves, but they did it to preserve their own dialect. Yesterday I gave you example of the name I bear. If I say I am a Meke, it's not because I'm denying my Igbo identity, it's because that is my dialect. If we don't tell ourselves this truth, Yoruba will always creep in from the back door, and they lie to all of us as they have lied to us. This is media blackmail. Do you know I have been in River State almost 18 years, going to 20 years? I have lived in Lagos State 11 good years. But let me tell you what you must understand. When Abo man sit with Ikwere man, they can't sell me. If they lie, let them tumble their tongue. Nda, Obroma, they let them tumble it. There is nothing Ikwere man will speak that Aboma will not understand. But if I speak Abo, Ikwere man will not understand. If I speak Abo, if you have not lived in Abo, you have not paid attention, you will not understand. You will think it is Japan. Onsuma kika na asus onu Igbo ya kan raso kani ya wotako eleti ni Igbo nti le gon ti hian reku o meni epupu ni nti gon hian reku ya mane ko ni Igbo kan raso makani kanyi ni ado asusu Igbo onu ali anyi eleni konye nugu na ado asusu Igbo kani ye lenyi raso wa asusu Igbo. Most of you don't know I have speech impediment, but I struggle with it and correct it. Now you know. When Igbo man is speaking, Igbo man will be looking at him. I was a Kwandi Igbo. I want the beke. If we don't tell ourselves this truth, there is problem. But from childhood, I have traveled with my mother in different communities, most of which name is so fascinating, clicked in my spirit. I just love them. I may not know where they are today, but I went there with my mother as a child. When I come, I talk about Amandoba, Nkwiri, Olo, and the rest of them. My mother used to buy palm oil from those communities in those days. And when I get there, they will be talking as a child. I'll be looking at them. I understand everything they say, but I can't speak back. And so I will stay there. I went to buy something in the shop then, in the 80s. And I told the girl, I want to buy sweet. The girl was looking at me. I said, I want to buy sweet. I was pointing the sweet, and an elderly person came up and told the girl, can you hear Choro? The girl said, Anorome hear Koro. And the man said, what do you want? I said, I want to buy sweet. So they gave me sweet, and I left. When I got to where my mom was, I told her, I went to buy sweet. That girl didn't know what I was saying. And the brother came out, and she said, Anorome hear Koro. my mother started laughing at me. Maybe that was the first Igbo dialect she had from my mouth. They were calling me an Oromehe Okoro. But I understand what the girl said. I've not been there before. I have said before, without IPOB, I have never slept anywhere in Igbo community outside Abo. IPOB brought to it. Now, if you don't look at this thing, you will say it based on what you know. Yoruba pick all this thing. They will go back here and they will say, you know, see what Igbo man talk? He's blackmailing you. Ikwere go say, I will not agree. If you don't tell Bayelsa man that Bayelsa does not have meaning in Ijaw language, Bayelsa does not have meaning in Nimbiama language, Bayelsa does not have meaning in Patani language, in Otueke language, in Ipiye language, Bayelsa is just nothing. If you don't tell them, they don't know. That they brought alphabet. You Ambiama, they now take Mbiama, they now add the 3 alphabets. You say if you are Patani, they now take it P Papa Tatani. They now join it. After they join figure, each alphabetical order representing each clan in Bayelsa, it now appear to be Bayas something. The original name was not Bayelsa. SADK of Ahoda refused to betray Ken Sarowiwa. They murdered him. Take the oil well in his land, carve it into Bayelsa, murder the man in River State, and they removed the alphabetical representing order of Ahoda people from the original name of Bayelsa, and it then remained Bayelsa. Tell them, let them go and find out this truth. They will not say you blackmail them. And I dare you, when this line is open, I say, Bayelsa, tell me that I lie and tell me the meaning of that name. We didn't know what they did to us, and our job here on Radio Biafra is to lay every truth bare, or else they will still be doing the same thing. Almost hail Biafra. I have corrected that one. The people are there. Go and find out. When there is nothing more to hide, when everybody knows the truth, let's see how the media can be able to conspire against us. In order for us to be able to recognize a people who are to be conquered, you must understand the tools of conspiracy which has been perfected already with the aid of the media. The need for us to pay more attention to the media more than ever. This is the time. This is the time we must pay more attention to the media. I will not spare any Yoruba. I will not spare any Hausa Fulani. I will fire them as much as I can fire. Do you know why? I'm not an Igbo man. I'm a Niger Delta man, Abo man, Delta man. But don't forget, my village name is Owerri. I'm not an Igbo man. Do you know the community I come from, Abo, is Owerri? But you never know. Yoruba Gota media have not told you that. But I've not been to Owerri. But my village name is Owerri in Abo. We have many Owerri. Owerri Olobo, Owerri Alehe, Uto Owerri, Uto Ogbeji. All of them Owerri community. Where I come from is known as Uto Owerri. Nigerian DSS, go there and drink palm oil. Utu Owerri, which is Ute Owerri. I'm from the community that is the Owerri Go. I'm not an Igbo man, for record purpose. I'm Niger Delta. Can't you see something is wrong? And so, when we were born and brought up, these phantoms are different. And so, I went to Lagos as a Bender man. And when I got to Lagos, I stand aside as a Bender man, and then I see the Eastern region man. That time there were nothing like South, South, and Southeast. What I see is Eastern region. I'm a bit confused anyway, because when I stay, somebody will say, we the Western region. Are we Southern now or are we Eastern? As a child, the only thing I hear is Eastern region. Eastern region could be Calabar. Eastern region could be Bayelsa. Eastern region could be Ebonyi. Eastern region could be Abia. Eastern region was just Eastern region. And so when we get to Lagos, I'll look at Middle Belt region and say, oh, leave those ones. Oh, this one is a Western region, Yoruba. Oh, these ones, they are Northern region, Hausa Fulani. These ones are Eastern region, Igbo man. Oh, these ones are Middle, you know. So, especially, we think we are Bendelites. Yes, we were Bendelites. And then when a Bendelite is discussing with a Westernite, that is Yoruba. You know, as a Bendelite, we say Yoruba. If you say Yoruba, we say, are you Igbo? You say, no, I'm not Igbo. He said, but your name is Igbo. He said, yes, I'm Bendel Igbo. Osetiana. Yoruba. And then he will roll the office chair and face another person. Oh, madam, you are talking to me before. He won't even answer you. Another person will say, madam, they are talking to you. He said, madam, Papa Olu Jare Omo Igbo lele yo lo shi olori buruku. Moi, Omo Igbo olo shi olori buruku. That woman never knew I understand Yoruba. She would never have made use of those words. And now look at me. I have woken up. And then out of curiosity, I begin to ask, so I'm Omo Igbo. And then I have so many learning to do. I need the Igbo people. Igbo people don't see me as Igbo. So when you want to tell me you are denying your Igbo identity, go and ask your father if he sees me as Igbo. Because I have had the privilege to meet many of them. And when I introduce myself, they say, in the Abo, I was a Kwandi Igbo. I want you to mano. And so all of us were wounded. And by the time I discovered that all of us were wounded, there is need for us to first of all unshackle that conspiracy. We see the truth. Are you not amazed that there is a chairman from Cross River State who is not an Igbo? You think say na in fault? But am I encouraging laziness? If you cannot stand up and find out who you are, then you are idiot. Another Chinese is coming. They will give you chan chan chahun. Your children will begin to fight over it. Leave our chan chan chahun for us. And when Chinese is done, nothing to steal again. Arab will come back. That is, they can use your remains to do suya. And then they begin to call you Abdullahi, Abudukatu, Abudukatakata. Your children will start fighting. Oh, we are Abudukatuku. Leave it for us. We love Abudukatuku. Don't you understand what we are doing here? Changing the narratives. Not just, what is Nigeria going to do? It's lie they will tell us every day. And so when you wake up, they are telling lie. We know. A news of 1 hour coming from Nigeria, I listen to it in 30 seconds. Because the moment they say, yeah, the federal government have planned initiative to come to River Niger, I know they want to kill people. The government is trying to see how that they can develop Niger Delta region. I know they want to steal money. I don't need to wait how they want to develop. I just know what they want to do. When all of a sudden Aisha Buhari becomes so powerful and rule Nigeria, a weakling, small abuse, traumatized innocent girl. He's a general now. General Aisha Buhari. We understand the formation, the mindset behind those formation. We know the media conspiracy there. We see Banjo and the rest of them missing in action. Why is Nigerian media not asking questions? All these generals disappear all of a sudden. No more Abakeyare, no more Brutal, no more Magu. All these terrorists who have stolen money, Yoruba are helping to hide all of them. We know. Let's look certain ways through which the media, that is the very tools of media conspiracy against us as a people. Number one, they do the project of falsehood in the shadow of truth. In those days, like I was saying, when I listen to radio, Nigerian radio, this is what you hear. Yes, 20 gangmen armed robbers were apprehended in Oshogioke last night. They were with AK-47 and some machete. These boys have been said to be terrorizing the whole of Abulegba, the Oshodi local government community. But the arm of law caught up with them this morning, and their names are Ikechukwu Ogusoro, Chukwuma Otoroto, Evans Enwerem, and Chukwujeku Okotoko. All of them were said to come from the eastern region. They will be arraigned before the court tomorrow. They now play music. Da, 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 da. Yes, from the Concord newspaper this morning, one of the shocking headlines there is the governorship candidate steal money. Politicians steal money. You now say the write-up said that this morning it was discovered by the National House of Assembly that Senator Nnamdi Kanu was caught in London trying to siphon money. It was said that it was Senator Mazi who actually was the banker who helped him to siphon the money. They will be arraigned in court in London, and then justice will be served at the end. That is what they did in Bayelsa. And then the next thing you will hear is dan 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 from the national dailies. We have another shocking headline: disease ravaging Nigeria. The article does say that it was discovered this morning that Igbo girls are having infectious diseases that has not been ascertained. We are thereby closing all poultry in Igbo land so that we can find out the cause of the problem. It is bird flu. Because of the lifestyle of the Igbos, I think that is why bird flu came. They want to destroy your poultry farm so that you continue eating cow as you are eating cow today now. And then I will be watching. The only thing I will say is, why is it that no good news come from our side? The only place they talk good news about us is that, yes, so one General Edwin Clark said that Igbos are the problem why their region is not developing. Go and ask Chibuike Amechi now. He know why he fight Omeha. Ask Chibuike Amechi, he know why he fight Peter Odele. Ask Chibuike Amechi, if he have his way, we destroy Wike. And Nigeria Yoruba Gota Media will give him backup. And then behind they say, oh, Igbo don't love themselves. Oh, Igbo don't love themselves. And we don't love ourselves. You don't know the person who is doing it. Media. I'm coming. That is one. They cast falsehood in the shadow of truth. They know it's a lie. They will paint it with the truth. It's a very great news. If you are not patient enough, if you are not meticulous enough, if you are not very discerning, they will tumble you. If I do what I do today, it is because we have the privilege to change things. Let's change it. And so tomorrow they say, you would have done like this. I say, I did my best. And I think that should be the mindset of everybody. Like I said, one of the way they use the media to conspire against us as a people is their ability to cast the shadow of falsehood in the shadow of light, truth. Number two, they can distract the people from the real truth as they tear them apart one after the other. The media have the ability to distract the people from the truth in order to tear them apart. When we started, when our leaders started this thing, this movement, he comes and say, oh, Boko Haram is coming, ISIS is coming, they want to triangulate us, they want to scatter us, they want to Islamize us, they want to. Then what did Nigeria do? Yoruba Gota Media, what did they do? The controversial Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been declared wanted, and everybody is encouraged not to listen to him because he's propagating falsehood. Today, is it falsehood? They moved ahead and proscribed us, and some of them are still shamelessly telling the proscribed group, idiot everywhere. It's just distracting you. And so many of you battle with the decision. Oh, are you thinking Yoruba will be the one who will give me, they will justify my actions? You think Fulani will justify our action, identify with us in our pain? It will never happen. Do you understand what I mean? Distract you. They wake up, IPOB have divided now. They say because their leader is in prison, he has lost focus. They decide to appoint another new leader, one Isio Guzoro, who is now the new head, and they have chosen to change the name. Their new leader now is called, their new name now is called Tripod. Ndiara, where are Tripod? And I remember that time, some people will say, I know, he cannot survive, he's Igbo man, he must divide. Of course, did we say we have not divided? We have divided. Many people are talking about Biafra. But you know what? You have not seen anything like IPOB. I don't say it because of my position today. I will still repeat the same thing when I am kicked out of IPOB. Kick me out of IPOB, I will still stand my ground with them. For don't forget, it's not my father property. So it's not about where I stand today. It's about who is doing the needful. We have many people broadcasting. They speak big English. Hate people who don't love you. Run away and don't insult people. Just be gentleman and believe God will help you. You're going to be good. We're going to keep talking it. You are talking it. This enemy will be sleeping. As we are talking now, they are waiting to hear. They are not sleeping. I can assure you, you have more Yoruba Hausa Fulani listening to Radio Biafra, more than Biafrans, because you do not understand the power of the media. They distract us in order to be able to tear us apart. How on earth do you, well, what on earth do you think they were thinking when they said they borrow money from China and they publish it on the media? Yes, we will give Niger Delta region $25 million. We will give Yoruba Delta region, Niger Delta region, we will give them $30,000 million. We will give North Central and Northeast $300 million, but we will not give Igbo region because their children are fighting for Biafra. If Mazi does not stop agitation, we won't give them the money we borrow. This is a distraction. The governor will begin to tell you, that's why we are telling you, look at Nnamdi Kanu now. Because of it now, they don't want to share money and give us. Are you an idiot? You are actually telling us that Nnamdi Kanu is this powerful, having the ability, the capacity to influence decision that regards us as a people. Why won't we follow such a man? And now you understand. They are distracting you. If no be IPOB, therefore share money give us now. If no be, what about Shikawo? Have they proscribed Boko Haram because of Shikawa? Abi Shikandi Ndiara? What of Lamido Sanisu Lamido, who is a terrorist himself? Have Hausa people crucified him? Miati Allah and the rest of it. But of course, these are media conspiracy. And then they be now open radio and say, my people, because of IPOB, Nigeria said they no go develop Biafra. Then you go say it's a welcome development. Ipob should just settle down. Let us build Nigeria. Our father have been trying to build Nigeria. Their father after them has tried to build Nigeria. And you're telling us to come and build the same Nigeria. Are you insane? Now you see how media does its job. And then you see us as your enemy. We are not your enemy. I tell you tonight, I have many people who don't like me. They hate me. This thing I'm saying is inching their ear. They wish they can just destroy what I'm doing. I know, but brother, sister, I don't hate you. I can't make enemy in IPOB. I cannot make enemy in IPOB. And somebody is telling me there is no sound. But from my own side here, everything is fine. And then maybe you have to check your phone. But rather, if there is no sound coming, somebody on the Facebook can as well, do well and tell me. You cannot be my enemy. I will not make any enemy in IPOB. Why will I be angry with you? As a Biafran freedom fighter, as an agitator, the same field with me, why will I hate you? There are people who think both of us are fools. We cannot give them the platform to think they are right. And then I will fight with you. But my intention will always be to make sure that after the fight, both of us will win. I don't want to win you, my brother. I don't want to win you. I will fight you. But understand, in the heart of my heart, I want both of us to win. Now you understand. Number 3, they will change the narrative at every given time to suit their agenda. They will change the narratives to suit their agenda. That is why I started with trying to analyze Ikwere this, Ikwere no that, Igbo this. You will not understand. Let us listen to something, and from that audio, I will see if I can be able to drive this point home. I came online and I saw a publication from Channel Television. And I was like, these people are coming late anyway. Just listen to this announcement coming from Channel Television, so you understand how they deploy the next tools there.
In North Local Government Area of Delta State, from the COVID-19 pandemic, Fulani residents in Oshimiri North Local Government Area of Delta State are protesting an executive.
Fulani community in Oshimiri Local Government of Delta State, they are protesting. Fulani, they are protesting. Oshimiri. I hope you understand the meaning of Oshimiri. They are not Igbo. The one in Delta State, they are protesting. Fulani are protesting, no? But let's continue.
Order from the local government chairman evicting. From the COVID-19 pandemic, Fulani residents in Oshimiri North Local Government Area of Delta State are protesting an executive order from the local government chairman evicting them. The chairman of the council, Mr. Louis Ndukwe, had issued an order asking those residing in the forested area to vacate that place.
In the forest area, they will come from only God knows where. They take over our farmland and build community immediately. And the owner of the community say, no, it is illegal to come and settle here. I know how many billions Igbos are paying to hold on to international trade fair. I know how many billions Igbos are lobbying Yoruba to keep Idumota, to keep Ali Balogun, to keep Ladipo. When Yoruba need money for any project in Yoruba land, they call market leader. We want to turn this place to hospital, community hospital. We give you quick notice. Our people will begin to lobby, please, let's adjust. They now say, okay, settle us, let's talk to the governor. Am I lying? Am I lying? Of course, you are Igbo Lagosian, me, I'm Igbo for village. How will you understand what they are doing to you? And then they will say, yes, we have talked to them. They say they will talk to governor. They will leave us. And then when he will finish, let's contribute 3,000. Then we can be able to pay the money. Inside your own one Nigeria. But somewhere in your village, people come and take over your farmland, turn it to their community, and start killing you, raping you inside this Nigeria. And they are the one carrying black card. They are marching on the street. The media want to change the narrative. So what do you call it? Channel Television, Yoruba frontliner is now coming to tell you, Iseluku people, then they suffer Fulani, then don't pursue Fulani, come on for road, Naija Delta people, Iseluku people, chairman, tell them, make them leave the bush quick, they are crying for Fulani now.
The bushes of criminals who always use the place to perpetrate heinous crimes.
Now, I want you to listen to that audio. He said, we are Nigerians. You cannot drive us from your ancestral land. We are Nigeria. You see why we hate Nigeria? And you are going to believe it. They say, after all of us are Nigeria, we have to make room for one another. Thunder will fire all of you. They are protesting. You enter somebody's community, you convert their farmland into your own settlement. You did not consult the owners of the land, and then you start killing the same people who owns the land. You start raping the same people because you have the backing of the judicial, you have the backing of the executive, you have the backing of the legislature. because you feel you owe Nigeria, and then they say leave our farmland, go into the town and rent house like other normal human being, and then you carry black card. We are Nigeria, you cannot pursue us, any land we want to stay, we will stay. But this can only be applicable to Hausa, Fulani and Yoruba. Now you understand how Yoruba do the media. Listen to the voice of the man who is shielding you in darkness, misleading you so you don't know what they are trying to do. He sounds very polite, very gentleman. But Judge Onyeibe is not gentleman. Ali the Mazi the can on acquiring the mado. May God not let them to use sweet mouth and kill you. In those days there is a rat. Okay, there is a particular rat, specialist in eating your palm of your hand or leg. When that rat is eating it, you will be blowing it. When you wake up in the morning, it has shaved all the palm of your hand and your leg. This is how Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani are. This is how saboteurs are. Very wonderful, sweet, melodious mouth. When you see some of them inside the Biafra agitation, this is how they start. Our leader, Mazi, we love him. Yes, we love him. Very dogged, very formidable. He's a daddy. He's a loving. Go and take IPOB oath now. You are hiding. Inside their mind, and they catch our leader, Mugu, Ndiara. Very sweet mouth. Yes, I want to tell you, our leader is the formidable. Are we debating that? Our leader is Mazi and we love him. He's formidable. Yes, only said that, but my own is freedom fighting. Please come and support us online so that we can help. Join IPOB and take oath now. You won't do that. And then some people are going to say, Judge Onyeibe, he just talk anyhow. He don't respect authority. You be idiot. That is how that rat function. They are playing game of indulgence. That thing that makes you to love Biafra should make you to wear the scar. Do you know our scar now? The mark we wear is IPOB. The mark inflated on Biafran today is the experience of IPOB. Must everybody be in IPOB? And then must everybody fight for Biafra? Must everybody fight for Biafra? But it's as simple as that. Anya bacho so agago mile. Anya bacho so amegene agago mile. That is how they behave. Fulani now, the Iseluku people, our Oshimili people, they are not protesting that these people have invaded their community and taken over their land. It is the one who invade community now. Yoruba is helping to protest. The Igbo people in Delta State, they are coming up. They didn't say Oshimili, it's Igbo, it's Delta people. By the time the heat starts to furtherly cripple us, you begin to hear the Igbo people in Delta State, they are frustrating Fulani. Fulani are there protesting already. I thought they say no more protest in Nigeria. Oh, Channels Television, these people have power to protest, right? Let's finish the audio for record purposes, so we continue from there.
The government, the federal government, state government should come into our aid and allow us as legal occupants of the places we are living in Delta State. They should come to our aid and halt and stop this said local government chairman.
Do you see him? Oh, the state government, the federal government, come and help us. We come to rape these village people. We come to kill them. They say we should not rape them. Come and help us. Fulani is asking federal government to come and take our own farmland and give to them. It is the same sound of Ruga. It is the same sound of Grazing Reserve Bill. It's the same sound of Operation Python Dance. Everything they are doing, it boils down to one thing. They want our land. They don't want us there. When they hit our heads together and scatter all of us, and then they can be able to balance. British wanted to kill all of us. They need the land, but they don't need the people. But they are not relenting. That is Fulani man calling the whole Nigeria to tell Oshimili people to give them land by force. And then some of you who go to Yoruba church, you say, well, since they are not doing anything with the land now, let them leave them. Let them leave them. It doesn't mean, I don't even know what our people are dragging for. You are idiot. Thunder will fire you. Do you know know that from Abuja to Kano, the distance is almost like from Abuja to Delta? Did you know these are vast land without building? They used to mock us now. Oh, Biafra is 3 plot. You people don't have land. Now we have land for them to take. But to become our own country, we don't have land. And they are there telling you, oh, it's our one Nigeria, oh, Nigerian government come and help us, oh. He's just saying, Fulani S-men in power, come, oh. Fulani S-men in Delta, come, oh. Fulani S-men in Enugu, all of you come, oh. All of you who have Islamized, come, oh. Let's complete Islamization here. Oh, no, no, get them.
From passing this is so-called executive order. Whoever is living in any place is a lawful tenant, is a legal occupant of that place. We have the
from the COVID-19.
Now, whoever is living anywhere, he first of all say is a lawful tenant. He knew he didn't pay house rent. He now said he's a legal occupant. Illegal, he owns it. Biafrans, wake up. Biafrans, wake up. I just have to stop that video there. But what I'm trying to say is they will use the media to change the narratives. But we don't do that. We tell you the truth, the naked truth, the raw truth, without anything to hide. You will reject it, you will criticize it, you will condemn it, you will doubt it, but you know, in the end of all this, you will still discover that it was the truth, that it is the truth, and it shall remain the truth. And then we will respond to you and tell you that in everything we have done, our only agenda and target is that Biafrans are going.
Told in the prophet's life, Nostradamus.
Direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line, and that special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614 is the special number for the female, and of course our lines are open. You are free to call in and make your contribution. Do not forget, we are heading close to the 30th of May, and our fasting and praying will start tomorrow. Don't forget that.
station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
To verse 13. Biafra